Hey guys, back on round one. Today, I am actually going to do a new series where it's about the futures of Wisco and more. And we're starting off in the current episode, which is episode 68, and this is where Map left off at. So we will be starting with the old empire. We will be starting with the old empire. The old empire will go ahead and start. Keep the old empire will continue on in hopes of trying to re-liberate Persia. They just want to liberate Persia. They want the India letting them go for a reason to help uh the India letting the old empire go so they can help with this rebellion. The old empire reaches one of their enclaves, and they just with their combined army of like all of Mesopotamia other than Turkey, they managed to wipe it out. That's gonna come in cost as the Lion Team will be able to push back and recapture this major city. They will be able to recapture this major city, and as well continue pushing around it to give us some breathing room. Okay, so India does continue to make the push, or they can see the I think it is probably called it the motherland or the father motherland of India. So they're trying to save the motherland, which they're doing successful. They're successfully doing it with the help of Mesopotamia. Also, remember how in episode 68, Ada's Pro said that the the dictator of Libya had a heart attack when he heard the words "old empire"? Well, ever since he had that heart attack, there's gonna hit. There is actually going to be a rebellion in the Libya because the ruler is gone. So they're just gonna get rebellion because why not? And also, we will be seeing the return of a specific country. It's wrong color, but anyways, we will be seeing the return of a specific country. One that the West Africans in Libya have gained on. They were anti-colonist, and that country is the African Union makes their grand return. So African parts of the African Union rebel from Libya, sorry. And also since the African Union had most of West Africa's land, we also will be seeing the rebellion inside of them as well. The African Union. The African Union also makes a comeback in the West Africa because also right here they're they continue to grow. This is this is how big the rebellion will be, and it's just like how the old empire was, but it's the African Union. Anyways, back to Europe. We will be seeing special forces from the the purple team come in and start pushing once again, and they will be slightly successful, but they have a master. They have a plan to defeat them. but they just need to revive one of their allies. Poland, they need to bring back Poland, but they know just the way to do it. Let's take a look at that. These are their first steps to the plan. It's to go around the German border, around the Dutch border, of something like that. So then that means the farmers union can push the Germans away from their border, from away from their country, but not far. Not so far though. Only about this much. They still have control of this major city. But they do, with the help, they do manage to take back the major city as an encirclement. So this is how everything is going for them so far. Still bad, but they, these guys, these guys' plan is going accordingly well. While they're at it, they might as well also try to invade the uh, fascist France. They managed to split them into two, with the leading of this area falling. It's not gonna look too good. As their capital falls once again, they continue to push upwards before they're stopped. We will focus on a different area. Let's go down here and focus on the rebellion. We will be seeing uh these two enclaves but connect up with each other as that because people in the African Union, like on this side, they wanted access to the Atlantic, but they never had it. So that's why they united. So over here, they will continue to make a push. They end up connecting up with the homeland. Because these guys are out for revenge for what the fascists have done to them. Specifically, these two. Anyways, they're focusing on the West Africa first because with the fall of like one, two, three, four, one, two, three, four, five major cities, and plus lost the access, that's kind of a bit of a blow to them. So they're able, plus they're also getting supplies from the Square team, plus the Old Empire. They're just passing it across the Mediterranean. So that's how they're kind of managing to beat these guys back. But unfortunately, one of their enclaves from Libya will get captured. This enclave and part of this one, uh, Libya invades. They start invading into this one, which they almost make it push it out, but they're soon pushed right back to the border. They're pushed back to like about this much, and now these guys, the African Union, is now starting to invade into their land. Let's go ahead and take a look at that. We see some Empyreans over here make a landing by their puppet. They're not focused on the puppet. They're focused on the core of the gold team. They're gonna try to take out some. They managed to take out some of their ghosts, but not all. With the help of India, India fin- India finally makes a landing and captures a major city. They meet up with the old Empyreans. We're gonna stop over there and let's focus on these guys now. So the Imperians do make great land gains as have almost they have almost crushed the rebellion here in Persadia. Up here in Europe, we will see the continuous invasion from in the French area as they follow with their plan. They meet with the border of Poland, but they need to pass through Poland, and so now their operation can begin. But before we focus on the operation, we do see in Denmark, we do see Norway continue to push. They start to continue the pushing down until they reach a straight line right there. But these guys are coming up with something very smart. Let me show you what they're gonna do. They are gonna come down from the Polish area, claim that major city. But the thing is, they're not focused on the capital. They they have shifted their focus from trying to get the capital. It is clear that they are gonna try cutting off this entire area, which that means the troops that are occupying Poland, they will have to flee, and that means that all the Polish troops in here will be able to fight back against the Moscow. So that's pretty much these guys' plan to revive Poland. So they're gonna start that plan. So now, with the plan set, managed by Norway and Rome, they start to create a spearhead, a very big spearhead, very big. It's about this big of a spearhead. They continue to push up, and they are about to connect. They are one line away, but something blows. Like they managed to blow right through the Norwegian. They managed to blow right through and push them back because they know what they're gonna do. They pushed them all the way back. I pushed them back, and they reclaimed this major city in Denmark. But that's gonna come at a cost, or they're gonna have to resort to invading the area. It's gonna come at a cost, though, as they have a plan B. These Norway and Rome have a plan B, which is this is why Rome was sitting. This is why Rome was sitting on the Polish border. Yeah, they knew that something like this was probably gonna happen. So from over here, they're gonna create a new spearhead, but they're just gonna sit like that. From here, they're gonna just distract. They're gonna try to distract the. They're gonna try to distract the Dutch from creating a spearhead. They start creating a spearhead towards their capital. Only make it about that far, because some of their troops is focused over here, which gives Norway time to reclaim all this. Plus, also doing this, which they have almost claimed all of the Prussian region. Now, this military operation is a success. they managed to successfully close off the border. And now they will wait now they just have to wait for Poland, for Polish troops to realize that the Dutch are fleeing. So now if the Dutch seeing what Norway did, they'll be going over there. But uh since they got distracted over here as they were also fighting, this spearhead right here will be used. They will This spearhead right here will come into use. Back to Mesopotamia, back with the Old Empire versus the Gold Team, we see the continuous invasion of the homeland. They start exiting the core because they have a plan to try wiping out the entire coast, which is almost successful, but they're stopped. But at the same time, with the help of India, they will manage to push back. So that's gonna be done with this area. Now over to here. They reach the gates of Libya's capital, which is not very good because this gives the signal for the old empire start the invasion of Libya. We see some troops from the old empire, the old imperialists, start flooding in fast. They completely start flooding in. There is no stop to this flooding of troops. This amount of troops is very insane. There's an encirclement and that falls. The Imperials make it about this far, and at this point, we could see the possible collapse for Libya, but they do manage to cut these guys off and push them away from their capital and reclaiming this major city. They continue to push until about like that far. Now they'll focus is on over here on these guys. No, not these guys. Sorry, the West Africa. They start marching right for the capital. And within weeks they start threatening the capital, which gives time for these guys to start pushing back. They start pushing back, and then soon they restart their invasion, which is actually going to be successful. They do make a landing in Monaco. They cut off some of their coast, and as we are seeing, that they also as well start threatening the capital. But that's before they both get pushed back. They both get pushed back. Well, like this. Well, that's gonna do it for today's episode. Make sure to like and subscribe and turn on post notifications for more episodes like this as the series. I hope AS Pro gets this idea, like how these guys revolted. Uh, the invasion is also similar. They Norway and Norway and Italy have a plan to take Poland, Anyways, I'll see you in the next episode. Good.